Hello everyone, welcome to the IAS Mentor Ancient History series. We are almost about to finish this chapter. In this session, we are going to understand art and culture during Gupta time period. Now already you know what is the structure of art and culture. We have seen in the previous chapters. Without knowing anything about Gupta art and culture, still you can develop your own headings. Now I hope you are already capable enough. What kind of subtopics will come in art and culture? Remember, religion will come, that we have separately seen in the previous video. Next one, literature will come, then architecture, then sculpture, then music, dance, paintings, science and technology. Science and technology also we will take separate video. Religion we have already done. Remaining things we are going to understand as part of this video. Literature, or let me write like religion. Multiple faiths. Already we have seen multiple faiths. Bhagavatism, Shaivism, Shaktism, Tantricism, Buddhism, Jainism, many things. But unity in spirit. Unity in spirit. Now the legends are intermixing among the faiths. Buddhism religion contains some myths related to Hinduism or tribal ideas. Jainism intermix with local ideas or tribal ideas. Brahmanical tradition freely intermix with various local traditions. Unity in spirit, but multiple faiths. Second one, literature. Literature. Sanskrit witnessed classical growth during this time period. That's why we also call Gupta time period as the classical age. One is golden age because the largest number of gold coins were discovered that belong to Gupta period. Another term for Gupta period is classical age because the kind of Sanskrit literature developed during Gupta time period became a benchmark. It reached climax, and whoever comes later, they wanted to reach the height of Gupta style of literature. So it became a benchmark for the future generations. That is why it also called classical age for a literature, particularly this manner. Whatever Hinduism or whatever Brahmanical tradition considered the literature which is going to be foundational for Hinduism, like Mahabharata, Ramayana, Puranas, Vedas, and associated literature, everything going to take shape, classical shape. So that means simply the later generation means, for example, we are reading. Whatever we read Mahabharata story, whatever we are studying today, whatever we know the stories, that those stories got finalized by Gupta time period. Puranas did not develop in 1 year or one particular time period, many centuries. So they all collected and grouped together and compiled in the final shape. That became benchmark, and they are going to be revisited by various local or regional literatures. Sanskrit literature is going to witness a high level of progress during this time period. This is one. With respect to religion. Next, with respect to secular, various poets have written many literature, many books, like different dramas, different poems, different literature emerged during this time period. One of the great Sanskrit dramatists or writer, Kalidasa. He was living in Gupta period only. he has written so many works, and those works, even if you consider modern standards, even if you put a poll that entire in human history, what are the best literary works in entire human history, in England, in Europe, in America, here also, in India, Asia, if you consider top 100, his works definitely going to be one among top 100. Already in the poll, his Abhignana Shakuntalam is considered as one of the greatest works of not only India, entire human history. That means humanity itself. That kind of author was living during Gupta time period. There are different works related to him. I will write one by one because these works are important for your prelims. Many works. Abhignana Shakuntalam. It is something story connects with the Rigvedic period. Bharata tribe. So now you see the themes also. That means during Gupta time period, people were revisiting the previous time period also. Vedic period, remembered. Second one. Kumara Sambhavam. How Kumara or son of Shiva was born. Kumara Sambhavam. Shaivism, Shiva related. Next, Raghu Vamsha. It is related to Rama. That means Vishnu. On Vishnu one book, on Shiva one book, on Rigvedic tribe. How India got name Bharat comes from this particular theme. Next, Ritu Samhara, related to India's seasons. Meghadutam, Meghadutam. This is related to Yakshas. Tribal beliefs, now mainstream in Sanskrit literature. It is related to love story. When two lovers are separated, they are going to communicate with cloud as a messenger to communicate the message. Next, on political history also, one book is there, that is Malavika Mitram. Malavika Mitram. Who is Agnimitra? Agnimitra was son of Pushyamitra Shunga. Love story between Malavika and Agnimitra. Why they are revisiting to Shungas mean? After Mauryan dynasty, Shungas re-energized or they gave boost to the Brahmanical tradition. Revival of Brahmanical tradition has taken place during Shunga time period. Naturally, those who are following Brahmanical tradition are going to praise Shunga dynasty, Agnimitra. In this manner, he has written this. Match the following type of questions can come. Which of the following are important works of Kalidasa? You remember. Next one. Another scholar, Amara Simha. We are talking as part of literature only. First one, religion. Second element is literature. In that literature, Kalidasa works. Another great scholar, Amara Simha. He has written a book called Amara Kosha. It is a dictionary, Sanskrit dictionary. Sanskrit dictionary. Now you see how Sanskrit is becoming very, very popular. One dictionary also has written, that means how many terms emerged during this time period related to Sanskrit language. Now in this context, you have to remember how Sanskrit is progressing. Who was the person who gave grammar to Sanskrit? Panini. Book name is Ashtadhyayi. UPSC is to club like this only. Sanskrit dictionary, Sanskrit grammar, Ashtadhyayi. Patanjali. What is the time period of Panini? Mahajanapada. When it comes to Patanjali, he made a commentary on Ashtadhyayi. That book name is Mahabhashya. Commentary on Sanskrit grammar. Patanjali belonged to Shunga period. That means post-Mauryan. This is pre-Mauryan. This is post-Mauryan. Now during Gupta time period, Amarakosha. Dictionary. Sanskrit grammar dictionary. This is how UPSC is to club. And also contemporary. He is contemporary to Guptas, he is contemporary to Shungas, he is contemporary to Mahajanapadas. In this manner also you have to remember. Time period, their works and the different set of people. Now multiple MCQs. Kalidas and his works, Amarakosha and connected with other dots also important. Next one. Shudrak. There was a scholar and he has written one famous play called Mrishcha Kadikam. Mrishcha Kadikam. That is one. Next, another one. Vishaka Datta. Vishaka Datta has written two important books. One is Devi Chandraguptam. It is related to Gupta period, Chandragupta II time period. It is related to how Chandragupta II became emperor. One is related to Mauryan dynasty, Mudra Rakshasa. Now you see how secular literature is emerging. On one side, religious literature is emerging. On the other side, secular literature. And in fact, to understand the Mauryan period, scholars, historians used to read this book also. It contains fictional also, but that is one of the sources to interpret. At least related to Gupta time period, whatever way they are expressing, when it is superimposed, when juxtaposed with the time period when Vishaka Datta was writing, to which period he was talking about, scholars may get some idea about both the Gupta period as well as Mauryan period. Vishaka Datta. Next one. These are some of the important people with respect to this. In the court of Chandragupta II, Gupta period is also known for flourishing art and culture. Chandragupta II, he took the title. What is the title he took? Vikramaditya. In his court in Ujjain, he patronized Navaratnas. Even though we don't know exactly who are these Navaratnas, 9 gems. That means 9 great scholars of his time period. We do not exactly know who are the 9 people, but definitely Kalidasa and Amarsimha were there during Chandragupta II time period. Remaining people like Dhanvantari, different set of people were there. Exactly we do not know who are these 9 people. But here understand 9 great scholars were patronized by Chandragupta II. He took the title Vikramaditya in his court Ujjain. This is what with respect to literature during Gupta time period. Next, after literature, what is next element with respect to art and culture? Architecture. For architecture, we need to draw the map, because match the following type, in which location these monuments are located. Third one is architecture. Temple construction now took a concrete shape by Gupta time period. Before Gupta period, also in post-Mauryan time period, some small temple structures were started building. But in Gupta time period, proper temple building started. In some places like Bithargaon near Kanpur, Diogad near Jhansi, temples were there. Bhumara, one place where temple architecture is clearly visible. Architecture. Ajanta caves. Some caves were also constructed during this time period. If I draw sculpture also, cave architecture, Udayagiri caves. Already you got one Udayagiri cave in post-Mauryan time period, where Kharavela, during Kharavela time period, Udayagiri, Kandagiri caves were constructed. In that place, Hathigumpa inscription came out. Here Udayagiri caves, here also there, where Varaha avatar is very famous sculptor. Image of Varaha avatar beautifully sculpted in Udayagiri caves. So cave construction, Ajanta caves, Diogad temple, Bithargaon temple, Bhumara temple. Next, Dhamek stupa. Dhamek stupa. Next one, Sudarshana lake. Repair. So when you are building architecture, many sculptures are also sculpted on the temple walls. What are the themes of these images? Vishnu, Shiva, Shakti, various gods and goddesses. If it is a Buddhist theme, Buddhism related. If it is a Hinduism theme, Hinduism related. Now onwards, you are going to see construction of temples. After some time, huge temple constructions are going to take place. During Gupta time period, proper Nagara style of architecture, foundations for Nagara style of architecture started. Over a period of time, different styles are also going to come in architecture, in the temple architecture. In northern part, Nagara style. In Deccan part, Dravida. In southern part, Dravida style. In the middle, combination of Dravida and Nagara, Visara style also going to emerge. In this manner, different architecture is also going to emerge. I will show you the images. If we see this, let me draw another one, then I will show different images. Next one. Fourth one, sculpture. Again, let us see. You have to remember this, otherwise you will forget. You have to frequently revisit. Through map only you can remember at least some facts. Sculpture means what? You remember? With clay, terracotta images, brick making, these are the different images. With stone, different stone images. And with metal, with copper, with gold, with silver, and so on. Gupta period is known for producing largest number of gold coins. Some of the important sculpture artifacts which came out in Bihar region, there is a place called Sultanganj. A Buddha statue was discovered. Sultanganj Buddha was discovered. Now you see, I will show you this. Sultanganj Buddha statue. Identify this one. This is how it was visible. Copper. A copper Sultanganj Buddha was discovered. Next, when it comes to Udayagiri caves, beautiful sculpture, Udayagiri Varaha. You can identify this one, Udayagiri caves. This sculpture was sculpted during Gupta time period only. Likewise, now identify this. If you just see the panel, various gods related to Puranas, Mahabharata, Ramayana, they are going to be there. So Buddhism related, Buddhist ideology or Buddhism theology going to be represented on the sculpture. When it comes to Hinduism, Puranic gods are going to be represented with various images. That is what sculpture is all about. Terracotta images. Terracotta images means so many Yaksha, Yakshini, Mother Goddess, Shakti, Vishnu, and so on. Places like Chandraketugad. There is a place in Bengal, Chandraketugad. It is known for developing so many terracotta images art. Mathura is one place where so many images since post-Mauryan time period. If you understand Gandhara school of sculpture, Mathura school of art emerged, Amaravati school of art emerged during post-Mauryan time period. That tradition is continuing now also. So many images related to Jainism, Buddhism, Hinduism, variety of sculptures started sculpting during this time period. On Ajanta caves also, so many images. So you need to remember, with respect to architecture, some important places, with respect to sculpture also, some important places. Like this. Now, when it comes to music and dance, fifth and sixth, music and dance go together. With respect to music and dance, what is the evidence? Samudragupta himself was a Veena player. There is another term also called lute. He himself showed interest in music and dance. Lot of literature, Sanskrit literature talks about courtesans, court dancers. So classical dances are also by this time period are taking shape. Natya Shastra, Bharata Muni, Vatsayana's Kama Sutra also talk about a lot of dance postures and so on. So that is how music and dance also going to flourish during this time period. Next one, paintings. Ajanta caves. Lot of paintings were painted during Gupta time period or Vakataka time period, because Vakatakas and Guptas were allies to each other. Vakatakas patronized a lot of Ajanta caves. Lot of paintings were also painted. Another place, Bog Caves, near in Madhya Pradesh, near Ujjain region. Bog Caves, Ajanta Caves in Maharashtra, Bog Caves in Madhya Pradesh. These are the two examples where Gupta period paintings were discovered. Now, let us see. These are the images. This is Gupta Empire. During Gupta Empire, what kind of progress happened with respect to art and culture? Let us try to understand. See images, just go through. Paintings, images were like this kind of images, statues. This is one of the temples. This is the place Bethargaon. That is the place with terracotta, with bricks. You can identify. This is the temple. Nalanda University. Education wise, one more important development took place. Education or university. That is Nalanda University. During the period of Kumaragupta. Kumaragupta comes after Chandragupta too. During Kumaragupta time period, Nalanda University foundation was laid. It became a famous Buddhist education center. People from distant places like China, Southeast Asia used to come and study in Nalanda University. This is the place. This kind of images, sculptures, god, goddesses, paintings. Likewise, this is Dashavatara temple, Diogad, near Jhansi. You can see Dashavatara temple. This is how it looks. Some temple, coins. Just to go through these images, you will get some idea how this kind of sculptures, art, architecture flourished during Gupta time period. So this is how you have to understand during Gupta time period what kind of developments have taken place. It is considered as the classical period with respect to art and culture because of these many developments. Because by this development, economy flourished, lot of wealth created, both common people as well as royal families also patronized. But when it comes to Gupta period, there is no clear-cut evidence that royal people or the rulers patronized some kind of, built some kind of temple. That kind of evidence not there. Probably it would have been there, but as of now, we do not have any kind of evidence. Whatever evidence what we are seeing with respect to art and architecture, common people like traders patronized. With respect to literature, royal family members like Chandragupta too, he himself maintained Navaratnas. He patronized Navaratnas. Kalidasa, Amarasimha, such kind of people were there during his time period. But if you take overall Gupta time period, so many scholars flourished during that time period. We have seen some of the examples. Charaka was one of the important personalities, physicians in our history. During Gupta time period, Shushruta Samhita was also developed during this time period. We will see all the related art and with respect to science and technology, we will see as part of separate video. Now you know what are the various subcomponents of Gupta period, art and architecture. So religion, literature, then architecture, sculpture, music, dance, painting, education also. We have seen all these. I will give you one question. This is the question. Can you answer this one? There are only two well-known examples of Gupta period paintings. One is Ajanta. Where is the other? Bog Caves, Ellora, Lomas Rishi, Nashik. Answer this question in the comment box. One small announcement for you. After finishing ancient history, I am going to start modern Indian history. Another one is history optional mentorship program is going on. Whoever interested, they can contact the IAS mentor. All right. Thank you. With the next video, we are going to finish ancient history. Thank you.